Hello again, my name is Chris Russo with 123 Sold Cash. We buy properties anywhere in Florida as is condition, all cash, and closing on the date of your choice. Let me tell you about a property that I closed probably like 2 weeks ago. Okay, first of all, the property was in Jupiter. Lady gives me a call and it was from my one of my commercials up in West Palm Beach, TV commercials. She said, "Hey Chris, I'd like to sell my property." So she gave me the information and I noticed it was a unique property. She mentioned it was like a wood property, but it looks like a cabin. So it was like a cabin wood frame property. So I said, all right, let me give it a shot. Normally I buy single family, I buy any types of property, but this is my first cabin. So anyway, she gave me all the information and I gave her an offer. She said, okay, Chris, sounds good. And oh, by the way, she shopped around. She called a bunch of other companies. And she goes, something about you, Chris, in your voice. This was over the phone. She said, I feel very comfortable with you. All right, so I sent her the paperwork. She signed it, sent it back. In fact, I sent it to her DocuSign. So I sent it back. So, okay, and then I told her, okay, I need 15 days to do my inspection. So I sent my partner out there. We looked it over, and she disclosed to me, Chris, there's either a foundation problem or the structure in the master bedroom is like sinking. Okay, let me check it out. So I sent my partner out there. We looked at it, came back. I said, oh, we could probably do it. But to make sure, we sent an engineer over there and a contractor since it could be structural problems. So went over there again and they said, yep, no problem, we'll be able to do it. All right. So I sent the information to the title company, which I normally do after it's approved. I called the seller, said, congratulations, it's been approved. And we did the title work. The title came back and it was under her name and another person's name. And I asked her, who's the other person? She says, well, that's my ex-husband. Actually, it was her husband. They're going through a divorce. Okay, so then I double checked to see. She said, no problem. He quitclaimed the property to me. Should be no problem. So as you know, a quitclaim deed is not as important or as a warranty deed or a special warranty deed. So I had the title company check and she goes, since they're still married, even though it's a quitclaim deed, we still need him to sign the paperwork. I go, oh boy, here we go. Divorce situation. Hopefully he'll sign the paperwork. She goes, yeah, he'll sign it, no problem. So I go, where is he? He goes, oh, he's in jail. He's incarcerated. Okay, so what we need to do is send the deed to the jail, have it signed, notarized, and sent back. And I've done it like two of them before, and it shouldn't be a problem. What you do is you call the correctional system and you tell them, listen, this is the situation. There's no problem. You set up an appointment and they have a time and date with the notary. So, all right. So I had the title company send the deed to the jail and he did sign it and send it back. So that took care of that. Then she said, Chris, can you give me we're supposed to close within 30 days and she needed an extra an extra 30 days. I said, sure, no problem. So I go, Chris, what I'm going to do is sell the property and move into a rental property. And she has 3 children. One's about 15, the others are like 20 and 23. Sure, no problem. She finally found one, so we coordinated at the same time where she found the rental property, was about to start on a Friday, and we closed on Tuesday, the following Tuesday. So everything worked out great. She said, Chris, also, there's a few things that I'm not able to get out of the property. I said, no problem. Leave those behind. She says, we're going to remodel the property. We're going to have our guys put in one of those containers over there and clean out the place. So, just leave it. I didn't even charge her anything. So she said, wow, that's great. She said, Chris, you've been very helpful. I mean, you're like the best person. I'm going to refer you to everyone that I know. And that's my job. My job is to make it as smooth as a transaction as possible. So they're happy. And then hopefully I get referrals out of it. If I don't, that's okay also. But at least I have a happy customer, seller. So everything worked well. She signed the paper, we closed, and she called me the other day and said, Chris, I'm so happy. She actually loved that place because it's in the middle of the woods, but she goes, now I'm in a different situation. I'm more close to town. Everything is fine. My children are happy. Chris, you don't know how happy I am. Took care of it. She's still going through divorce. She sold her property. She's living with her children, and she's like happy as could be. So every once in a while she calls me and say, Chris, how you doing? How's everything? I say, great, yourself. If I can help you in the future, if you have any other properties you want to sell or any friends, please send them my way. So that's what happened with that story. And again, another happy, satisfied seller. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.